Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Adam, good morning. Becca, Marty, good morning. We're getting action. Market is in sync on the long side. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. We have a target of 70. All right. A little bit of consolidation right off the bat here. We're heading toward our goal. Just trying to see how my orders are going. They're going just fine. I mean, to put a captain set up long, then a one short here, and just a tight consolidation ran up. Market is in sync on the long side, and we're about to hit target number 4 and our swing trade target of 70. It's amazing. Trigger trade long. Target number 4. You look at the big picture. I mean, you're in a extension of that prior move. No pullbacks. Another big target is 24,100. So the traders tend to try to short into this and get run over. So just be careful. You almost have to have a minimum of 2420. Basically 24,020. The market needs to retest harmony zone number 1 and show a lower high, and that will get the market to be out of sync, and then maybe there is opportunity for a short. Maybe. You still have to kind of see how the tone of the market at that point. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate, range is expanding, behavior is long. A little bit of lower high going on here. We put a captain setup long here. Here we go. Took that first trade. Where's my... Took that first trade. Okay, now the thing about it here, the expectation of that trade is to have a bit more, like a more of a move. Like it shouldn't have done that. It should have kind of ran the stops and it couldn't. That's what, when it paused right here, I stopped myself. So let's see. I mean, that's another opportunity for a long, for a push toward that high, but you're getting sideways consolidation. So we need to be a little bit careful here. There you go. I mean, they're inching their way up there. Potential captain set up short on the 50 NT Renko at 45. So watch for that. So what you got here is a captain setup long that ran the price up, and now you're about to get a captain setup short. So they put one here and a switch trade early on. So we want to see what kind of market they're going to have at 45. If they're going to start selling it and get to the 20 and 13 and not hold the 13, then the market is just going to roll over. So that's going to be a sign that some of the shorts are coming in and consolidating, but you got to break the 45 first. You could tell there's a little bit of tiredness going on here. So crude oil inventory report coming up. We got President Trump speaks at 10:15 Central. So you know that could have an impact. Figure out something, man. Here we go. Yeah, that 45 is about to break, so you're about to get yourself a captain setup short on the 50 NT wrinkle. Here you go. So a bit of a drawdown in the market, very possible. And here you go. You're gonna start drifting a little bit. You have a cluster of buyers trying to protect the 40 to the 30. So if they take that out, we're gonna get to the 20 very, very quickly. 15, 13. Okay, so 13. We said 13, right? 1375. Switch trade right here could lend itself to a push toward that 20. The big number is 1375. 1375. Interesting here. I mean, you should be able to go to target number 2. Not not a lot of momentum on the sell side, right? I mean, they put that captain setup on the 50. The market moved from 44 to 27. I mean, they could put another captain setup short right here. You know, like I said, they gotta get to that 13, and once they get to that 13, most likely they're gonna bounce. And if they make a lower high and then break 13, then you know that the market is just gonna have an oversized sell pressure. Right now, all pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis. Okay. if the market does a reversal here, one candle reversal, I'm gonna take it and see if I can get a push toward the 68. If it sells off more, I'll cancel that order. Cancel. Okay. You do not want to see 40 come up, because that means that we tested the captain setup on the 50 and it held. You don't want to see that. Switch, not a switch trade, but a trigger trade here, or railroad, that would be about 6 minutes to the top of the hour. Looks like they want to. Not really, huh? Okay. So 1, 2, and 3 attempts, and it's not going through. So most likely we're going to see 40. Yep. They needed to hold it right here and bounce right back up. So you're looking here, look what happened. Captain setup, and then a retest of it, and now we're breaking into the 40 and 20. 13 is a big deal. 13. Now the market is out of sync. It's a two-sided market right now. Yeah. Here you go. 1475, 1375. I mean that range right there. The expectation is to see a bounce, and the reason why is a simple one. It's the middle of the range of the opening range. That's the 50% retracement of the opening range. So the market is going to come back there and just test on the first touch basis. And we want to see what, I mean, here we go. I mean, they're trying to break it. So that bounce needed to stick with a higher low, or at least, I mean, they may attempt to add it here, but that looks like the market is trying to turn over. And definitely we have distribution levels between the 40 to the 60. We saw it in the captain setup, and we saw it in the retest of it. So that 13 is holding. Yes, Becca. That's what it was. I mean, you saw how it reacted to it twice. First time is right here, bounced at about 15 points, and on the 13th right here, dipped a little bit and reversed, and that made you another 15 points. So it's playing around with that 13. So it's going to play around with it for a little bit. It's a balance area, and also you have harmony zone number one protecting the price. The price is out of sync, but the longs are not done. Um, where would we reevaluate this? Is if we break the 24,000. That's a whole number. You break it and you make a lower high, then the odds are we're gonna come into. Here we go, 9 o'clock. Give me a second here. All right, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. You have a couple of things here supporting the price too. Just be careful with it. You have the top end of the Globex band, and harmony zone number two. So you seeing the pressure coming in. Switch trade on the 50 NT Rinko. We're coming in to test the whole number. Weakness is coming back in. Switch trade right here. We're breaking that. The expectation here between the 24,000 and the bottom end of 85 is a bit of support. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break and come back. All right, what we got going on here, oscillation in and around neutral zone. They're trying to make a higher low, but here comes a switch trade. So that cannot be too healthy for the longs, especially if they take out the 90s. Captain set up above 24,000. Okay, that's 24,000. Captain set up long into a run up. They're just oscillating in the neutral zone. That's a lot of consolidation going on here. You either got to break the 20 or you got to break the 85. Anything in between is going to chop people up and build up stops. This is support, this is resistance, and you're playing around a whole number. So they're gonna, they're keeping people in a box. So that's interesting here. So a failure of a captain setup will be a 90 push, and that will lend itself to a push lower. And the bottom end of the range for the opening range is 83. So that's a big level that the market kind of needs to protect in order for the longs to resume their motion. Control lost. Here you go, that 83. I mean, that's a big deal, actually. I mean, now you're trying to break the bottom end of, let me show you what I'm talking about here. See that green line right here? That's the opening range from top to bottom. Middle of the range is that 1375. We saw how the market came up twice to it and tried to hold it, couldn't. Now we're at the bottom end of that actual range. We'll see what they want to do. I mean, if they fail it, they'll take it to 970. And if they hold it, then we're going to get a middle of the range retracement to 13 and potentially a push back up to the top end of the range, which is 47. So it's critical to see what the market does here. A break and a close under 970. I mean, that the market will be in sync on the short side, then we're gonna have to think in those terms. Right now I'm looking at a channel that is short channel, so there's no sense of me trying to look at this bottom end of the range and say, hey, listen, let me buy it. No. I want the market to reverse back to the middle of the range, make a higher low. The cloud needs to shift back positive and then start moving toward the 10 and the 15. Pullbacks hold. Then you buy into it with a break above 20 into the 47. But here, you're getting a test of the bottom end of that range, and it's just too vulnerable for a flush till proven otherwise. Here comes a bit of a flush. So there's no, like, so far at least, like a bounce behavior of they're getting there and they're automatically rejecting it. I mean, we may end up getting it, but maybe just the tone of the market is like this. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate, range is contracting. Behavior, shorts are taking a big leg of this market down. So, they're bouncing it here. That's fine. I mean, you're getting multiple legs on the short side, and they're fairly consistent. Like, there's no, 100 NT wrinkle reversal in the middle of this selling pressure. A bit of a double bottom the market is putting on. It's the 83. So the 83 is the 13th and the 83 are critical levels to price action. $95. Come on, baby, let's go. 96. 10. Switch trade right here. Okay. That's kind of in alignment to what we're looking for. You got to break 205, the 5s and the 13s. Or at least get to the 13s. Market is out of sync. Gap and setup. They come back and bring it in. So there's a whole lot of noise going on here. Sheila, good morning. So we're looking at ES, for example. I mean, ES is extended and it's looking for a pullback. ES is stronger than NQ so far. $64.80 If that happens, then the market is gonna really help NQ push lower. Right now, what we have is a critical level, and we talked about that critical level, right? Which is the bottom end of the Globex band. It's the top end of the Globex band, but the bottom end of this opening range. So that's an area of 83 that the market just been pausing and coming to it and running from it, and they're playing around with that level. So you need a clear break before any action is done. Either we break to 970, then the market is in sync on the short side, or reverse into this 06. So the 70 NT wrinkle will completely reverse. Then we'll hit the 13th, probably consolidate there a little bit, then start punching back up. So momentum is on either ends of it and not here. Here is they're trying to trap. That's what they're trying to do. So we could clearly see it. I'm not going to anticipate them reversing, or I'm not going to anticipate them selling off. I'm just going to wait for them to do it first. All right, we're about to break it. They're about to break it. All right, they broke it. Okay, so now the market is in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. And let's see. I mean, they can get to that 83, right? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna go break even on this and see if I can get to I gotta protect my, I mean, that's a 5-pointer. Damn it. Okay, that's a 5-pointer. I'll take it. I mean, I wish that they're gonna get to the 60s, but I mean, you see they're pausing here. So that's a trigger trade, a long, short. And here comes a little bit of selling pressure into the 60s. Okay. Maybe we'll get another shot at it. Thank you. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Couple of trigger trades in a row, and they're just paying. Now we're coming into Globex. So now the expectation is noise.
Time to get up and go. Give everybody yourself a date.
Yeah, that's your money right here on that subtle pressure. But one of the adjustments that I felt like was good here is waiting for the 200 to actually get in sync with the 100, and then watch for that price structure to show up, because that literally prevented me from participating in all this mind numbing noise. We understood the 83 and what's the significance of it. We saw the prices kind of bounce back, but it never really managed to make any significant move above, the 20s, which was critical. Then this happened. So you avoided all this noise till the 200 and the 100 got in sync, and then boom, boom. Stress-free, in, out, money made. So that may be an adjustment everybody needs to look into. When the market is in harmony, you get the highest probability events. That's typically the case. Good job on coming back, Adam. Good job, man. I'm sure that was nerve-wracking. All right, I mean, right here, that's another one. But we're so close to Globex that I'm kind of a little bit on the cautious side. Here you go. That is adjustments, my friend. You're making adjustments. That's the key. Figure out what's working and adjust to it. And what's not working, phase it out. Switch trade here. If I can get it. I am not going to give it anything beyond 60. And it needs to show a push right now. Nope, that's no good. I'll take a stop and move on. Maybe that's too tight of a stop, I get it, but yes, it was, wasn't it? That's fine. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That's fine. I mean, the stop is really, truly is that 60. And they went in middle of the way, came back. I don't know what I took. I took from 60, like 3.25 point stop. That's fine. Okay. So, all right, they're bouncing it back up. Let's make it, baby. Let's make it. We are gonna make it. Okay. 61. Market is in sync on the short side. No, you can't trail nothing here. This is pure scalping. I mean, these trades, I mean, all three of them produced. I mean, I took a small stop here, but I mean, boom. But the trail is just very shallow. Like if you just trail, you're going to get about where I got out on both. Not big moves. It's just stair step moves. Like right here, now the market is. So they're liking Globex. I mean, Globex is an area of defense anyway, but. What's the next target? 920. What is the market doing? Testing harmony zone number 1, which is resistance. Did it a couple of times, pushed lower. Let's see. I mean, the measure is breaking under Globex. And if you look at the big picture, I mean, that's just been an area of. That's when we broke, we opened and we ran up. Now we're coming back to retest it. So they're going to play around with it for a little bit. You start breaking under Globex, we may get something that looks like this, where you're getting sell pressure consistent, persistent, all the way to the middle of the range. And that will take you all the way down to 824. 824. Like 140 points or so. So trying to trade the middle of the range here against that Globex is going to chop you up. So we almost have to kind of look at a stop run to the upside, and then it reverses to jump on that bandwagon. You know, whenever the market does this, it's almost like a rounding behavior. We've seen that before. If you do not remember, I will draw it for you. It's the boat. It is a boat. You puncture the boat, you're gonna puncture it right here. You break the sail if you go above it. Ah, messed it up now. Messed it up. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of ship we got going on here. That's where they puncture it at 54. See how they came up to that level and tried to bounce it back? And in many ways, that's the stop run. I mean, like you stop run here, just slightly, then bring it back in. Let's take a look at ES here. There you go. Complete 200, 50 NT Renko. ES, so that will lead us to Globex. Globex is 68, and this is short. That ship is sinking. They're gonna try to save it here in a minute, but we'll see if they make a lower high. Hey George. How are you? Yeah, he does. He does. He's speaking soon, I think. Yeah, man, making money. I'm here. What else to do? He speaks at 10:15, right? Oh, they're playing around, they're playing games over here. All right, let's see. Selling, selling, selling. So what are we expecting to see happen? We have a target of 920, and we have harmony zone number 1. We came up to that level multiple times and sold off. Middle of the range trading around the middle of the range, which is Globex 945. So you're getting above average chop. So what do we need to see happen? Ultimately, we need to see us trading under Globex, making a lower high, and then start moving toward the 920. And when that happens, I think momentum will start speeding up. Do I want to get ahead of it? No, because this area will literally chop you to pieces. Been there, done that. No, thank you. So if I ask myself a question, WTF trade, how would it look like right here? Since that trade cost people more money than anything, what would be a stupid, crazy trade that we would make here? What is that, Becca? Tell Adam what's the WTF trade is. I want it to come out of your mouth. I don't know if she's around. Yeah, maybe she's not. Well, okay, here you go. WTF. Here you go. Here you go. She's here. WTF Adam stands to what the fuck are you doing? Trade. Excuse my French. That means what is that trade that will do you in every single time when you make it? And then you, according to Becca, will regret and reconsider your choices in trading. So I gotta think about that. It's like, okay, in the past when I did this, what happened? Like, okay, market is out of in sync short, and I'm fading against the momentum, and I'm fading against a break of Globex, then Globex breaks. And then I'll add to it, and I'll add to it, and I'll add to it till I go broke. That would be, what the F am I doing? So since we know that's a trade that's out there, I'm gonna avoid it. You're a master at that trade, Adam? Every time I lost an account, I look back and I'll say, "What the fuck were you doing, George?" Like, you know, system is telling you short, 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 and you're sitting here trying to fade and adding to it and doing all that madness. What are you doing? It always looks like that. It always feels like that. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for those trades at every level. I was like, okay, where's the WTF here? Where's that WTF? Losing on a trade is no big deal. It's just the WTF is, it goes beyond that. It's a behavior and it's a habit. Like here, I'll tend to feel like there's value. The market is long overall. It's coming to Globex. That should hold. Uh, I only need them to go above 80. So if I get in here early, I can get to 80 and then try to add to it on a pullback for a run. That would be the thought process. The only issue is I'm going against the 200 and the 100. So that makes it a WTF trade. Like you've seen those, like literally 3 trades. No stress whatsoever, really. I mean, here I stopped myself, but you're looking at, I'm trading with momentum making money. Is once I start looking at fading the trend where I get in trouble. Anyway. So I have it on a sheet of paper right in front of me, and my goal every single day is not to put any marks in that category. If I do any trades in that category, that something have went horribly wrong. So far we took 4 trades actually, and we're up a little bit of money. And those 4 trades are all Harmony System premium trades. 3 of them profitable, 1 of them for a small stop. And I didn't pull any hairs trying to get there either. I mean, like right here, we saw the morning how the market gave us a captain set up short, came back and retested, and made a lower high, and then the market just did nothing but sell, sell, sell. You know, and Adam, another WTF trade would be um, trying to predict the next move here, really, because you're around Globex and the market is just really not going higher in any way or not selling off. It just simply kind of stair step, sells off here. That was momentum, then came back, tested, switch trade, ran up against this level multiple times. Now a switch trade, and you're thinking shorts, and the market runs up a little bit and it pulls back. It's a lot of chop. So um, I find myself whenever the market slows down after a major move, the choppiness gets me, tends to get me and traders all together, because now you're thinking in terms of momentum when the market's consolidating, and then I'll find myself like I did yesterday, where I have 3 trades in a 15-20 point range, and those turn to what the WTF trades, because you'll end up getting frustrated by it and end up overcommitting to a direction before the market actually bursts. So they always tell you that take the front end of the move and not the back end. So meaning the front end is this sell-off, and when the markets start to bounce like this and potentially go to the 82, trying to get short at that point is you're going against a potential reversal. So the front end is going short here, and if anything above 70, kind of pause. Switch trade short, so they're walking it down. But they want to do another one. I mean, if they do another one, so don't do a what WTF trade on chop. I mean, chop is. Here we go. Another switch trade. Man, that's 3 in a row. Where is Marty on this one? ES. Yeah, that should pay right there. Here you go, that paid. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Taking out the stops right under there. Taking out Globex. Switch trade, 3 in a row. I mean, this was switch trade alley, be honest with you. Short here, long here, long here, short and paid, short and actually paid, and short and paid. I mean, but you have to have a bigger stop on that one. So 63. Thank you. How about that? How about that? That is a trigger trade. Paid quickly. When there's momentum, you really don't. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Actually, this is a good one right here. I missed it. 35. See how we got to Globex and we got to the Harmony trend line and never broke it. That is big time. 34.75 into another move, and that's a railroad short. That would have been nice. So see the WTF trade of trying to fade the Globex. You know, so what am I doing here? I'll be adding, 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 add a 2, add a 3, and hoping that that bottom end of the Globex band holds. It doesn't bounce, you blow an account. Okay, that's how that's how that behavior would look like. So we're avoiding it. So let's think in terms of what we should be doing, which is rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a target of 920. Then after that we have target 2, then target 3. On the short side, the market is in sync. On the 70 NT wrinkle, you have 2 switch trades in a row, and now you're getting that push in the market. We're coming up to that target. So how is you doing? How are you doing, George? Any news? Any big things going on for you? Target is hit. Next target is 895, which is the bottom end of the Globex band. And rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. Good job, George. That's good, man. It takes a minute, but once you get there, that's awesome. Yeah, when it comes, man. You start getting paid. Those Apex emails of a payout is just a lovely thing to see. You feel like all your hard work is paying off. Puts a smile on your face. All right, so let's take a look here. I mean, we're getting continuation trade right here. Target 2 is hit. We're gonna probably flush and take out the stops right now, and then push toward the bottom end of the Globex band. Be useful. I know, Becca. I see that, but you gotta watch it right here. I mean, I hope it sells off. I know, you gotta watch it here. Captain setup. So let them run it up a little bit, then come back in, and if they break the 10 again, or okay, let's go to 20, 23, then fail. And my stop is right here. And let's see. Come on, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm out. Do not do that. Short. I would say that trigger plus 70. Like right here, it should be an immediate flush. It needs to be like an immediate flush. I mean, here we go. I mean, they may have just got me out just to do it, which is good for them, but like, why are we pausing here that much? I think I gave them a quarter point on that trade. Here you go. There you go. All right. Whoever stuck around, good for them. You did? Yep. Well, you didn't hit your 5 point stop or 7 point stop, so this thing is. I flatted that trade. Damn. Took your profit here. Good for you. So we got Marty sticking around, making money. Becca stuck around, made money. Whew. Adam is short and still short, and went bigly on that one. I mean, we could see the shorts, but man, I mean that, like, I gotta give him a little bit more room, but it's toward the end of the session, and I just want to protect my profits here. You stuck around, scalped it. Yep. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. You've done better than I did on that one. But hey, I got no complaints. See, that is a Harmony premium trade. That was a Harmony premium trade. This one was a Harmony premium trade. All of this premium stuff going on here. What's the next level before we go? I mean, we still got 45 minutes or so, less than 45 minutes. But we got 870 on Globex. Oh, excuse me, 870 on NQ. We're at the bottom end of Globex, the Globex band, and we're bouncing back, hitting target number 3. So you're getting counter rotations going on here. The trend is short, speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate, range is expanding, and behavior is short. When we look at ES needs to clear 64, 68, which is Globex. Once we clear that, we'll start getting a lot more momentum on the short side in ES, which will help NQ sell off more. That's okay, Adam. I mean, the decision is the decision, and the decision is the habit. Man, you making good decisions is the key. So if you're making them today, you could make them tomorrow with your PA. George, did you make any money off of that trade? That short sell? All right, so here we go. Here we go. Now here comes the shenanigans. They're gonna stop running the stops above, and most likely they're gonna try to get to Globex. 44. Yep, they are gonna try to go to Globex. So watch out. So, what's what's in common between all the trades that we took today? There are themes. One of them, the 200 and the 100 are in sync in the direction, which is short. One of them was long, but the market that was at the open. Everything else was short, and the 70 NT wrinkle was in the direction of that trade. Then we looked for a trigger trade, railroad, or a captain setup. So those are the common denominators between all these trades today. Now the market is out of sync. All right. Market is out of sync right here. The first time. So they're heading toward that 44. And when you know it, you know it. Look at that. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? Like you see it so often that he's like, okay, you bastards, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to shenanigan this market, run the stops, take it to Globex, then come back in. That's just a standard run-of-the-mill stop run. I like it. I like it. I like it. Here we go. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be back. Okay, okay, okay. What we got going on here? Market's out of sync. They hit harmony zone number 2, came back in a lower high, came to the bottom end of it, bouncing back and forth between those two things, hitting Globex again, and breaking the stops and coming in. Okay. Market is out of sync. Market is out of sync. All right, so how's everybody doing so far? Across the board, Adam, Becca, Sheila, Marty, George, everybody else. Hey, crazy is chill, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with chilling, especially after you made your coin. Marty is up 325, good deal. Adam, how's Becca doing? Sheila. This is where the patience needs to happen here. Just need to be patient. Okay. So speed, range, and behavior. Speed is slow here, really. Range is contracting between the selling pressure versus the 200 and the 100. There's just the market's out of sync, and we are spending a lot of time in the neutral zone, which is this zone right here. So what we need to see in order for momentum to show up is a break above 60 or a break under 20. We'll start getting a bit more momentum. I'm favoring the short side as long as we continue to trade under glowbacks. And it's a patience game. We're looking for premium trades. The market needs to set up. So far today we took 6 of them. 4 of them paid out. 2 of them were stops, 1 for a flat and 1 for -3 points. And actually both those trades were, never hit a stop and just paid out. But here we go. Here we go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. That's a rejection, the third rejection of harmony zone number 2. Third rejection. They're running the stops. They're gonna probably bounce it right back up a little bit here, which is good. Let's see how far they want to go with it. Be useful. Okay, good job, Becca. Good. How many PAs you're working with? Oh, look at you. That has to feel good. Are you copy trading? How many at a time? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Are you doing a full contract or a half or a micro? Really? Huh. I mean, it gives the account a lot of longevity. That's for sure. Here we go. Here we go. Trigger trade for a move. We're coming into Globex. Globex is 64.68 on ES. Market is more short on ES than, I mean, on NQ than ES. ES is stronger, but if we break that 68, we are gonna get more momentum coming in. We're inching toward it right now. Oof. I mean, a switch trade right here would be an interesting proposition. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it a day right here. Good day so far, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow, Thursday. Good work, everybody. Take care.